When you're racking up them grum bombs, mate. Let's just, that's what we'll do is we'll dig straight down. Oh, that was close. What's over there? Oh my word. I like digging through mud. It's incredibly easy. I couldn't imagine anything harder to dig through with a pickaxe than mud. And yet, in this, I made a terrible mistake earlier in Minecraft because I made some gold, or rather I made a gold pickaxe and some gold armour, and have since learnt that that is not a good thing to do. Largely due to playing this bloody game. Every time I've ever played FTV, I mean, I pretty much end up with diamond stuff sort of almost immediately in Minecraft, so I'm kind of not used to having to make a decision about what to start off with. I made a gold pickaxe in hindsight was an incredibly stupid thing to make, but of course a gold pickaxe in this is like bloody awesome compared to what you start with. FIFA, Call of Duty and Battlefield, all they care about is the money. Well, to be honest, Kendall, that's all any bloody game publisher cares about, isn't it? That's what they're there for, to make money. But yeah, it is a sad state of affairs to keep seeing these same games churning out, the same devs churning out the same bloody things. But it's a safe bet, that's the problem, isn't it? And at the end of the day, the only person to blame really are ourselves, you know, because we keep buying the damn things. Although, hand on heart, I don't buy FIFA and I don't buy Call of Duty. I mean, I'm not into football. Not a fan of it and never really have been, so you know, that explains FIFA. You know, if you're not into soccer, you're not going to be playing a bloody FIFA game, are you? Wow, check this out, man. And Call of Duty, I just stopped playing donkey yonks ago. Too much of a Twitch shooter. I think that's what it boils down to for me. I'm just not a Twitch shooter kind of player. You know, I don't play Counter-Strike, I don't play Call of Duty. I prefer, I mean, weirdly, I just prefer graphical showpieces for my first-person shooters. You know, you give me Killzone or Crysis, much more fun to me. Those are the kind of first-person shooters I like. I like looking around the environments, shooting some nice enemies. And yet in the day, I mean, I was a massive bloody Quake player and Unreal Tournament player as well. In fact, I pretty much lived on those games during my uni days. Or later than uni, I suppose. By the time Unreal and all that lot was out. I think we've had a very productive evening on here. We've nearly got our 2000 pixels, which we require for our decoy princess. We've made a platinum, is it a platinum? Yeah, platinum pickaxe. We've got a shield. And we've got an absolute shit ton of ore. I mean, let's have a look. And we came down here with nothing in our backpack, and look at this. I mean, that 246 copper alone, if we shove that in the refinery. I can't remember what the exchange rate is for copper. Is it 5 pixels per ore, or is it 10? Might just be 5 for copper. But, you know, there's 1250 pixels either way. Let's go through here slowly. No. What do you reckon? Should we just let's risk it. Let's do this. Right, we're halfway there on oxygen. Yeah, time to go. Wonder how fast you start dying once you run out of oxygen. Don't really want to have to find out, to be quite honest with you. Oh! The water level's subsiding, so we must have... Oh, that's interesting. We must have just struck the bottom. No. That's weird. Yeah, I mean, my brothers are huge football fans, can do, and they always buy FIFA. And, you know, bloody fair play to them, man. If at the end of the day, if there's a game that you like, it's like this with me and Gran Turismo. You know, Gran Turismo is my go-to driving game. I've never really got on with Forza. I don't know why. I just haven't. So GT6 is my... Sorry, Gran Turismo is like my go-to driving games. And yet, I've bought GT6. It's sitting there still in its cellophane. You know, I'll play it before Christmas, basically. It'll be like my Christmas present to myself in a way. I already know that there's no real big difference between that and GT5, apparently. In fact, if you read some of the forums, some people reckon it's almost a step back graphically in some areas. And yet I've bought it, you know. And I suppose for a footy fan, FIFA's that game. You know, you're always going to get it, and fair play, why not? Ooh. Right, now are we going to... see if we can swim over, perfect. Yeah, if there's a game or a franchise you love, you know, it only comes once a year, and 40, 50 quid once a year is not a huge amount of money, is it? And let's be honest, it's a football game. There ain't a lot they can really change, is there? To be honest. They can make it look prettier, and they can give you better crowd tech, and they can update the bloody kits and all that, but it's not like they can suddenly reinvent the game of football and make it more fun. Call of Duty is the one that I do have a bit of a bee in my bonnet about. Sometimes wonder about that franchise, but you know, I don't play it, so I shouldn't really knock it. I think it's just one of those games that just seems to bring out the worst in people. Oh my word, did not like the way he was looking at us. Yeah. Shield out. Oh! Bloody hell, he hits like a hammer. Oh yes, nice shot, mate. We've come a long bloody way down, haven't we? Yeah. So I like the exploration side of this game is fantastic. You know, the core concept and the mechanics is just brilliant. Wow. Oh yes, Jesus! Look at all of this, man. I think I'll stick a light up there. Bloody hell, titanium just everywhere, man. Or is it? Oh no, it's silver, I think. Oh well, it's all pixels in the bag. I think I've had the most productive sort of... I mean, we've only been playing, what? Just coming up to 2 hours. And we've got loads. Normally I'm a bit sort of OCD about picking up every last little bit, but we don't really need to be here, do we? Definitely a good planet to come to. Wonder if the planets aren't all the same, are they? I mean, if you were to say you created a game or a server and came to this planet, they're not identical, are they? Or are they? When Call of Duty Ghosts came out, one of your friends stayed off for 10 days. Jesus Christ, that can't be good for you, man. Yeah, it's scary stuff, isn't it, man? Call of Duty serious business, man. I suppose to a lot of younger players as well, Call of Duty is kind of like one of those, you know, they see sort of professional, paid and sponsored people playing that game, and it's, you know, it's something to aspire to for them, isn't it? Possibly for all the wrong reasons, but who knows, man. I did notice one of the big, was it League of Legends players has quit recently, hasn't he? And he's decided to actually go back into education as such. Yeah, what you have to do is you have to be pressing down on the key that you intend, the direction that you intend to go after you press spacebar for the second time. So if I was to press up and then tap, well, if I press left and then jump again, I'll glide to the left. Kind of nice for traversing. Well, anywhere really, to be honest. In fact, I feel quite nimble now I'm getting the hang of it. Oh, am I out of energy? I'm going up when I really want to be going down, but I just can't resist this trail of pixel goodness. It seems to be bloody everywhere. Whoa! He saw me. Oh, gutted. Oh shit, I'm dead. Oh no, please. Oh, so lucky. Wow, down to 1 pip on my health bar then. Whew. Hello, RGO Fireman. How you doing, Fireman? You alright, dude? I really want to block that up there. I don't want him coming in, to be honest. He's a little cheeky bugger. What, he actually took 10 days off school to play Call of Duty? That's terrible, man. What did parents say? Or was he blagging being poorly? Do you play Starbound then, Fireman? If you know any awesome pro tips, feel free to shout out, mate, because I'm still very much, like as in very much, learning the ropes here, mate. The objective here is to get 2,000 pixels to get the decoy princess. You think it might wreck his life because he's so dumb. That worked out rather nicely, that little jump there. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I know I spend a huge amount of time playing games, but you know, it's something that I do very much as my primary hobby. You know, I invest a lot of money in my PC, and I spend a lot of money on my game collection because I like to get hard copy games, so I quite often get like limited editions and collector's editions and all that jazz. But you know, at the same time, you know, I'm not a car nut. You know, I don't spend huge amounts of money on that, and you know, I'm not into football, so I'm not paying for like season tickets for things like, you know, going to see Manchester United or anything like that. I don't really drink. Well, I don't drink alcohol at all anymore, so I don't, you know, don't have that as a major expense. So, you know, it swings and roundabouts, isn't it? People probably sometimes look at the amount of money I spend on games and look at me completely gone out, but I could say the same thing about some of the things they possibly spend money on. So, you know, if you enjoy something, why not? I feel quite privileged as a gamer right now with all the games that are coming out. You know, it's got a new breed of consoles, and even if you're a PC only game,